Okay, so I brought the rifle and the Molotovs. That's a nice knife.
Yeah.
I think we're ready for this.
Zombies. Welcome to Abnerdity, your monthly show on Very Tasty Productions, where we like to talk on an absurd level about things I like to nerd out about. So we can see we have a bit of a change in venue here. We wanted to do things under the watchful eye of Beebs over here. I'm your host, Matt Tasty Saporito. My co-host this month, Sir William Feisley, Professor of Zombie Studies and Purveyor of Zombie Apocalypse Survival Strategies at the University of Phoenix. The bird.
Yes,
not Phoenix,
course.
Arizona. As you well know, and if you don't know, I don't respect you as a person, The Walking Dead Season 3 starts October 14th. That's a Sunday. I'm pumped about it.
Same here. It's going to be awesome.
We get new characters in the way of Michonne and the governor, which I'm extremely excited about.
The three convicts at the prison. I'm not sure if they're going to include them or not, but...
Yeah, in the comic books, there are 3 people already in the prison that we got a glimpse of at the end of Season 2. And at least one of them plays an important role in the comics.
Yeah.
I don't know about the other 2. A little recap from Season 2. They pretty much spent the entire season on Herschel's farm, just trying to survive, trying to convince Herschel that it was worthwhile to keep their group on the farm. And in that time, we found out there were zombies in the barn that Herschel had, and Shane went crazy.
Does Shane do anything but go crazy in this show?
Not really.
Didn't think so.
Slowly but surely, he goes crazy. So at the end of the season, the farm gets overrun, and they pretty much are on their own. They regroup, except for Andrea, who finds Michonne at the end of the season, and we get a little glimpse of the prison, where obviously Season 3 is going to take place. If you know the comic books, you know they're going to be there for quite a long time.
I predicted this season's going to cover all of the prison action as well as the governor, and is probably going to end with the overrun of the prison by the governor and his men.
Yeah, that's where I thought it would end. They can really cover a lot of ground in this season with the comic books. They kind of took it slow when Frank Darabont was directing it, with Season 1 and the first half of Season 2, where the first 6 episodes were them just sitting on the barn trying to find Sophia.
It was just boring.
It
really
was, yeah. It slowed down a lot, and then they switched directors. It sped up, and we got to see it kind of come back to the comic books with Shane going crazy, which if you read the comic books happens way sooner than it happened.
That happens, he never even meets Herschel, I think.
No, no, he dies at the end of Volume 1.
Yeah, it's really quick in the series, though he does come back in a later comic, though, only briefly.
That's true. Comes back as a zombie. That's pretty sweet. What are you most excited for in Season 3?
Well, my personal favorite type of zombie survival has always been the kind of besieged story of people trapped in a place. Mm-hmm. They've got it secured, and the zombies are just kind of not so much a threat as almost a moat keeping them in rather than others out. So once they get to the prison, things are going to quiet down a little bit, but for those of you who've read the comics, I think we know that things aren't quiet by a long shot.
For me, what I'm excited about most this season, and it's just on the basic character level, I'm excited about Michonne and about the governor, who are 2 fascinating characters in the comic books. Michonne, as some of you may know, is this lawyer who is with her 2 zombies that she has tied up on ropes. She cut off their jaws and I think their hands.
Their arms completely.
Their arms. She travels. She's like a nomad, and she's kind of like this new badass character. The governor.
Unsettling character, I thought.
He's this villain. He runs this colony close to the prison where they have gladiator-type death matches with people they find and pit them against other people they find.
And zombies.
They surround them with zombies so that they can't escape. He keeps his niece, who is a zombie, tied up in his apartment, takes out her teeth so she can't bite him, and kisses her.
Yeah, and
weird, disgusting, fascinating villain.
What's your opinion of the governor, may I ask?
I thought he was insane.
Insane?
Clearly.
Yeah.
I thought it was a lot of fun to watch and entirely unpredictable.
Similar to a degree, in my opinion. He reacts to the apocalypse in a very strange way. He seems to almost completely lose it, but then he seems to regain. It's a twisted sanity. He's keeping those he trusts safe, but anyone else, meaning Rick, Michonne, their entire group,
Mm-hmm.
he immediately acts with hostility towards.
Exactly. It's almost as if other people don't deserve to live.
Yeah. The entire series is a run. Let's start with season 1. What did you like?
Even though it was really slow, and Frank Darabont's known for slow movies. He did The Green Mile, he did Shawshank Redemption, just really slow storytelling.
Awesome movies.
They're great movies, but they're really slow storytelling. And I appreciated that, even though it was a zombie show. Because, I mean, we get these characters that are just really fleshed out, and you get to see them, you get to see these great actors pull off these fantastic dramatic performances. At the same time, I'm really excited. I really liked season 2 because after that first 6 episodes, which were directed by Frank Darabont, we got
really
to see it
slow.
Yeah, they were real slow. We spent 6 episodes looking for Sophia.
Even though at most I think she was about 200 feet away at any one point.
Pretty much, and
I liked that they pretty much did a perfect, almost shot for shot of Rick waking up and finding Morgan and his son and getting the initial batch of weapons from the police station. I love that they were extremely accurate to that. The whole first episode, I think, was my favorite episode of the first season. It's one of those shows where sometimes I forget it's a TV show. It seems more like it has the production value of like a full Hollywood movie.
it's true. And, I mean, if any of you guys have seen it, like, this is some of the best zombie work as far as, cinematic.
It's better than some zombie movies.
It really is. Like, the makeup, the special effects, it's just fantastic.
Season 2, like what you said, I found it to the first half, it was very slow. I'd say my favorite episode of all of that would have been a tie between when Shane and Otis go get the medicine and when Daryl takes his fall in the woods. While it's a strange episode, at the same time, I found it very enjoyable to watch as it kind of developed him as a character who people who've read the comics know nothing about, and we still knew nothing about even if we'd watched the show. But thanks to that, we got a lot more insight into who he was.
Yeah, and I think we'll talk more about Daryl later, and in season 2, and this might be just me, but T-Dog, I think at this point we either need to kill off T-Dog or give him a hell of a lot more dialogue. He had, 20 lines in the whole second season? Like, he's really useless character.
T-Dog's the black guy, right?
The one black guy, he slices his arm.
Who somehow keeps surviving.
Somehow he's alive.
He's a black guy who's alive. Holy
At some point during season 2, I forgot T-Dog was in the show. And then he just showed up at the one where they were discussing whether or not they should kill the guy. And I was like, hey, T-Dog's still alive.
Holy crap.
Why? Just kill him off. Or, at least flesh out his character. Make me care about him.
Yeah, he was... that and I know nothing about him. Doesn't seem like a useful character at all. He almost seems like
Hell, they killed off Dale faster than they killed off T-Dog. And Dale didn't even die at Herschel's farm.
No, he does die.
He dies in the
Spoilers!
show.
He does die, but much, much later and much more epically.
Yeah. So...
Daryl.
So let's talk about Daryl, because Daryl is one of the most fascinating and most beloved characters in the show. And I find him so fascinating because he's not even in the comic books, yet I even, love Daryl.
Oh, first episode, I saw him roll up on the bike, and I was like, holy crap, it's the Boondock Saints guy. This is gonna be awesome.
He plays this southern character who at first we see, his older brother's this complete racist, biker, druggy,
the exact type of person you would want to hate.
Exactly, and we see some of that in Daryl, but as the show progresses through season 1 and through season 2, we see not only is Daryl this kind of, he doesn't know who he is, his identity.
He seems to be, not so much this, he seems similar to his brother, but he seems similar to his brother because he'd been following him around for too long.
Exactly. Daryl's an impressionable character, and we see him grow through season 2 when he finds out that he has more worth than what he was as just Merle's younger brother. That's all. Thanks for watching, guys.
Tune in every Monday and Thursday for a new, very tasty production.
Either here or on Dan Sweeney's channel. Links down below. You can follow me on Twitter or on Facebook, also links down below. And if you really like this video, hit the subscribe button wherever that is.
Right here.
Here, there, everywhere. But that's all. Thanks for watching, guys. Brains.
Jack.
You guys are weird.